that one? Whoa, uh-oh. Welcome to another edition of Thunderdome. This is 5.2, Powers and Roles of the President. Thank you so much for joining us today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ding that bell.
Post notifications. That's what it's called.
Post notifications, that's what it's called. Okay. So, powers. Constitutional powers of the executive leader, our chief, our commander-in-chief. So it looks like it's blocked up there, okay. All right, Article 2 of the Constitution, it describes what the executive branch does. So they execute, enforce, or carry out the laws passed by Congress. So think about the executive branch kind of being like the people who enforce the laws to make sure that the laws are being followed. So if you think about that on like a local level, you would have the legislator would be like the city council, and they would pass ordinances and stuff like that. And the local sheriff would be the executive branch. Okay, so what can they do? They can veto bills. They can call Congress into a special session, usually called the State of the Union Address. They serve as the commander-in-chief, which is the head of the military. They receive leaders and officials. They appoint government officials like Supreme Court judges. They pardon people. They give Congress information about the State of the Union, like I said, in the State of the Union Address. And that informs Congress of important issues facing the country and proposes new legislation possibly. So, those are the powers. Now, let's go through the roles one by one.
Where are you?
So we have the chief executive. This means that he's the head of the executive branch. If you have a federal job, and you know it's not at Capitol Hill, or it's not working for the the Supreme Court or some sort of judiciary court, the president is your boss. Okay, he's in charge of the 15 cabinet departments, over 3 million civilians. He is the boss of 3 million people. He's not necessarily the boss of you if you don't work for a federal agency or anything like that. You're actually the boss of him, if that makes sense to you. Because remember, the power does belong with the people, popular sovereignty.
To the people.
So he appoints, always with Senate approval. That is a checks and balances situation. The heads of the cabinet departments, and those people have to go through a vetting process and be interviewed by the Senate. Same with the federal judges and same with the Supreme Court judges. That's happened several times in the past couple of years. Trump appointed tons of judges. So the next one is the chief executive continued. Oh yeah, there we go. Forgot about that. So issues executive orders. That's like it's almost like a law, but just like a short-lived law. Especially if for some reason Supreme Court deems that an executive order isn't lawful, they'll strike it down, and Congress can make a law saying that the executive order is illegal. But rules or commands that have the force of law, but it's just an executive order. So the president can pretty much make laws by himself, but they could just be deemed illegal by another entity like the judicial branch or legislative branch. And grant pardons, declarations of forgiveness and freedom from punishment. Trump just ended up doing that not too long ago. They usually do it right as they leave office. Grants amnesty, so a pardon towards a group of people. So it's just a pardon, but for a group of people. And then issues reprieves. That order is to delay a person's punishment until a higher court can hear the case. All right, chief diplomat. So the president directs foreign policy. So when you see chief diplomat, it's pretty much having conversations with other foreign countries and setting a foreign policy. So the foreign policy is pretty much how the United States will act towards other countries. And then receiving leaders or other foreign officials. Imagine a foreign leader from another country comes over here and speaks with the president about maybe, I don't know, a situation that that country may be in, you know, maybe needing help or something like that. And then making treaties, obviously that's going to be a diplomatic, yeah, and, well, no treaty can happen unless we have Senate approval. Next one is, come on, quick, work. Lauren, you're in my way.
Really?
No. Commander-in-Chief, the President is in charge of all 5 branches of the armed forces. Congress and the President share the power to make war. Remember, Congress is the only entity that can declare war. We haven't declared war since World War II. So they can threaten the checks. This can threaten the checks and balances system because the President can order soldiers into battle without declaring war. And you know that's happened in the past because we've been involved in wars, you know, post-World War II. So 1973 War Powers Resolution actually sets up all of that. Then we have the legislative leader. So the executive branch proposes most legislations, bills, every single year. So when you see a bill put forth, like Obamacare, or a stimulus package, or something like that, it probably came from the President's desk, meaning the President and the executive branch, they are the people who set that up in the first place. And then Congress goes through the lawmaking process, might change it a little bit, and if it gets to the desk of the President, boom. He can either sign it or veto it. So every president has a legislative program, so new laws that they want Congress to pass. They try to build support for the programs through any way they can possibly do that. And then Congress and the President sometimes disagree on new legislation, and then that would be a veto situation. Head of state or chief of state, we call it either one. President acts as the living symbol of the nation. So they host foreign leaders, they carry out ceremonial functions, so lighting the national Christmas tree, throwing out the first pitch, something like that. Presidents do that all the time. One of my favorite moments ever that a president did was in 2001, right after 9/11, the Yankees went to the World Series. President Bush, and you know, 50,000 people are in Yankee Stadium, and President Bush comes out there and throws the first pitch. Great chance that there could be an assassination attempt, something like that.
He said, I don't care.
But yeah, he basically said, I don't care, I'm going out there, I'm going to be the face of the nation, watch, I'm going to show this strength. And it was really cool to see.
I mean, he is doing
Economic leader. Plan the federal government's budget every year, so this always comes from the executive branch. This must be passed by Congress, and that usually some details get ironed out somewhere along the line there. They try to deal with such problems as unemployment, rising prices, high taxes, all that kind of stuff. Now, obviously, it'd be like stimulus packages and stuff like that. So he is known as the economic leader. That's what the federal budget process looks like. Party leader. So even though the political party of whatever, Republican, Democrat, whatever it is, they choose their candidate, right? And then as soon, if they get voted as being president of the United States, they automatically become the head of the party. The president is the leader of their political party.
Well, yeah.
The party helps the president get elected. The president gives endorsements, which just means like, it's just like LeBron and Sprite, you know?
Sprite cranberry?
No.
So yeah, I mean, LeBron endorses Sprite, right? So the president would endorse certain entities or individuals that he believes would, you know, benefit him and his party. He helps the party raise money. You know, like Obama, Who did he endorse this past time?
You mean like the political party?
No, Obama, former president, endorsed which candidate before? Yeah, Joe Biden.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense. You know it was going to happen, but it didn't happen as soon as people thought. He actually waited a little bit. All right, there's the powers and duties of the president right there. All right, let's try and do this together.
Yay.
The exit ticket?
Yeah, why not, right?
That's so nice of you.
I wonder who suggested that.
Not you.
Okay.
Mhm.
Just kidding.
What number is it?
5.2.
5.2 exit ticket. Let's go to the mods.
How do you even spell that?
MODGE.
DES.
Modge.
Like Madraj.
Scroll all the way down. We're going to the exit ticket right here. We're going to click on
Take quiz.
preview. Boom. Okay. So, question 1.
Egypt and is it the same?
Yeah, Egypt and Israel continue to fight and bring even more instability to the Middle East. You are very concerned about the situation and would like to rejuvenate the peace process in the Middle East by sending troops to help.
That doesn't sound right.
What role grants you this power?
Commander-in-Chief.
Yeah, hello.
And that would be Commander-in-Chief, leader of the military. If it was the opposite of this, and it would be you went there and did peace talks, then it would be Chief Diplomat.
Yeah,
But if you send troops, you're using the military.
yeah, and like, hello.
Okay, question number 2. A bill has been sent to you by Congress that involves making flag burning illegal. You disagree with this bill and absolutely do not want such a law passed. You veto the bill. What role enables you to do it?
Is it legislative leader?
Legislative leader.
Yeah.
That alliteration.
Heck yeah. The illusion.
All right, question number 3. You have been given reconnaissance imagery revealing nuclear missile installations in Cuba. You feel these nuclear weapons pose an incredible danger. You take Air Force One to Cuba and meet with the Cuban leader to hash out the problem. What gives you this power?
Chief Diplomat.
Chief Diplomat. We're using peace talks.
Peace talk.
It's opening day in Major League Baseball, and you're asked to throw out the first pitch for the Washington Nationals. What specific power does this fall under?
I don't know.
Head of state.
Yeah, head of state.
Yes, head of
Remember, head of state just means you are the symbol of the nation.
Because you're like, hey, listen, babies.
Lord's the head of state.
Question number 5.
What is
It's
that?
nearing the end of the year, and you have some current concerns about the nation's economy. Constituents are looking to you to get our country back on track economically. You feel you need to spend some time examining and reevaluating the finances of the federal government. After you have a sense of the current financial state of America, you set a budget proposal for next year. What role does this type of responsibility fall under?
Economic leader.
Economic leader.
Is that how you actually say it? I say economic. Is that wrong?
Yes.
Moving on. I'm going to submit this quiz. I'm going to see how I did.
I really
Come on, 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 come on. It's a preview, and it won't give me my score.
Seriously? I got a 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Same.
Wow, what a shocker.
All right, everybody.
Okay, bye. Sorry.
How'd everybody do?
I did pretty good, Coach B.
Everybody do okay in here?
Shoot.
Bella, 100.
Of course 100.
Oh
Hello.
God, for which one?
Sarah, Lila, you guys confused?
I got 100.
Lila?
They're only got one right.
All right, what about all my Zoomers?
Sarah lied.
Am I even on Zoom anymore? Are you guys there? Can you guys
No,
hear me?
that's
Am I
temporary.
muted? What in the world's happening?
I did get out.
Commander in Chief.
Did you guys do well or no?
Oh, I didn't do it.
Hey, Micah.
Yeah, I did well.
I thought I was like watching you do it. I didn't think I was doing it.
No, Micah, it's an assignment.
I already
Yeah,
did it.
Micah.
Chris, you wait for me next time.
I did it well. You coached me.
I'll get you guys. Try my
Yeah,
hardest.
so for the documentary.
On what though?
Ethan,
On Caleb singing.
Ethan, vibe
Caleb,
check
please.
now.
What?
Please sing. Please sing.
No.
Why not? Is that my phone?
Ethan's not there.
Wait, add me on Heyday.
I think
I'm afraid I'll have this game too.
Yes. You want to Heyday?
Yeah.
I thought he was on my phone.
Ethan!
He might be using the bathroom.
Okay, you're right. You know what? I should respect him.
What?
Wait, oh.
Hold on, let me find it. Let me still look.
Okay, everybody, since
You should
Cian
join
and
it.
Tim are canceled this week, you know what time it is.
Oh, wow.
There's no level.
I forgot yeah, but I forgot what level I'm
East
on.
time.
27.
Yes, it's time for peace.
Okay, let's hit things.
That's looking my
Why,
fear.
why?
Like, I have to use the bathroom.
80.
I have to like bring my Zoom to the bathroom to like hear the information, and then my mic is unmuted.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, it's either him or you.
Why?
Local teacher gets fired for not respecting
Okay.
remote learners' bathroom.
They're so luscious.
privileges.
I like your slashes.
Yeah.
Okay, coach, hear me
Okay,
out.
what's
Why?
All
80.
poo-poo time is
All
pee-pee
caps?
time.
I mean, I like the
But
numbers.
not all
yeah.
pee-pee
Cap
time.
numbers of
is
uppercase.
pee-pee time.
Man's got a point.
YL
You guys on inside your
90.
head, Micah.
I've never
Yeah.
I've never heard anything more true than that statement.
Search.
I know.
That's facts.
Search.
Micah's a fax machine. All
Catcher Caleb to
Oh, yeah.
farm.
22.
right,
Excuse you.
I'm just
Why?
afraid that like if
Lord
I get to
Lord.
the bathroom
Yeah.
and like the
Shit.
teacher calls on my name, then I won't respond.
Do you have any voter
They're just
calls?
gonna count me
I
out.
don't, I'm making a popcorn thing right now.
then you
So,
get back
check
and you
one
just
out.
explain.
I mean,
No, just like, you know how you can like directly text the
You should
teacher?
add Lila.
Just text them, just
Lila, what's
directly
your
back.
farm name? Or
oh my god, who gave me all this bread?
You know,
I
that's,
don't understand.
bro, that's not a bad idea. Let's say that there's like assignment time and you're about to have to like answer a
What's
question
your
on
name?
Zoom. Then you send a
Oh, wait,
little
shoot,
private
I forgot.
message to the teacher and you basically say, yo, I'm in the bathroom, I can't right now.
Just join the name
And
of
then you
the.
get back
I'm
later
gonna
and
do
you say,
that.
hey, I'm back, what I missed? And you're the last person there.
So Coach V, if I have to get to the bathroom during one of these conversations, can I just ask you
Did
the
you think she was talking about you?
if I can get a Tingle Town?
Oh my god.
No.
Lila.
Ah.
Okay, but that's kind of rude.
Potty break is what we use in my class.
Alright, local teacher is fired.
All right,
But like, School Town has more of a ring to it.
I like the alliteration.
Thank you.
All right, I think we gotta go. There's a lot of students here that need my help with this, the rest of this assignment.
Alright, later, Coach V.
Bye, Coach B.
Bye, everybody. I'll see you later. Goodbye. See ya. Bye. Kool-Aid Man for president.
There's that.
Oh, the.
Bye, everybody. Bye, Chase. Bye, Caden.
Yeah, you guys were literally going out.
Bye.
I told her, I was like, yeah.
Ethan, leave.
And then she was like, oh, I thought he was gay.
Okay, well, apparently not. Hello. Hey, Taylor, sit there.
Go.
Wow, that was a lot easier than I anticipated.
Let's go.
See, here.
I'm not sure I'm
Not hardly enough
level
to
enough.
do.
I feel like I get near
Be
it.
at level 10.
Bye, Abby.
8.
That is not desirable.
Oh my gosh, thank you guys so much.
Friggin'.
It was tough. Hey, is Maddie okay? She hasn't been. Oh, she's skiing.
Yeah.
She's leaving. Yeah. The
Uh,
dogs are dying. They look so sad.
Dogs.
Yeah, they look so sad.
I got a shooter's roll.
I gotta reread that one.
No one.
Then I can make that.
Catch that.
Why?
Why? Please don't do that, actually.
Yes, do it. Keep on doing it.
It's very loud.
Oh my gosh.
If you don't make it, don't throw it. I got me some blackberries. I know.
Say it nice,
I am
don't
on
say it.
that.
What are y'all playing, Farmville?
Heyday!
Coach V.
How many times do I have to
Farmville.
tell you?
Duh.
Farmville.
He can't until
I'm
level
not high
10.
enough level yet.
I think we got Caleb to start playing Halo.
I had this game for like 2 months, we never launched it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
I think I
Is
just
it
threw
not
one out after you said launch. I never launched.
Yeah, I only play Clash of
Did you
Clans.
say launch?
Launch. You don't have to launch anything. All you have to do is
Launch
launch
it.
it.
I've never even heard of that. Why is my thing still recording?
I got it.
What is your friend code?
Oh, here.
My
just-
friend code?
I don't know.
Oh,